you feel if you were constantly referred to as the wrong gender? Every day people look at you and they say, oh, that's a guy, when you're actually a girl. It's important to use and ask people's preferred pronouns to help trans and gender non-conforming folks feel comfortable. Let's start with what pronouns actually are. According to Merriam-Webster, a pronoun is any of a small set of words that are used as substitutes for nouns or noun phrases and whose reference are named or understood in the context. So basically, a pronoun is just a word that replaces a noun. There are different categories of pronouns, like singular is I, it, he, she, and they, and plural, we, ours, theirs, and theirs. They, them, and theirs can be used to refer to a single person or as multiple people. There is also interrogative pronouns, which introduce a question like who, whom, what, which, or whose. There's possessive, which shows belonging, like mine, yours, his, hers, ours, its, or theirs. And there's demonstrative, which distinguishes nouns being referred to from something else, like this, that, these, or those. Without them, we'd just be repeating nouns constantly. Now let's talk about preferred pronouns. Preferred pronouns are pronouns that a person wants them to be used when referring to them or talking about them. Some people don't feel comfortable using masculine pronouns like she or he and him, or feminine pronouns like she and her, so they use they, them, and theirs as a gender-neutral pronoun. People have also come up with their own set of pronouns like z, it, or v as a more way to connect with their own gender and feel more comfortable with their gender identity. Not everyone looks like the gender that they identify with, and that's why it's important to ask people's preferred pronouns. And some people are also unable to express or present the gender in a preferable way, or in a way that they prefer to present themselves as. The way the person dresses is also does not dictate their gender identity. Asking people's preferred pronouns helps them feel seen and heard, as well as keeps them from feeling dysphoric. And gender dysphoria is a term used typically as discomfort with a person's gender that they were born with, but anybody can really feel dysphoric if you are referred to as the wrong gender. So anybody can feel gender dysphoria. When a person can express their gender socially, emotionally, or physically, they'll feel gender dysphoria. Major psychiatric associations are also aware that inclusive language for young LGBTQ folks decrease depression, social anxiety, suicidal thoughts, and other mental health related issues. So how do we go about asking people's preferred pronouns? All you do is ask. You literally just go, hey, what are your pronouns? You know, it's not that hard. It doesn't make you gay to ask somebody's pronouns or have pronouns, because everybody has pronouns. You have to go about asking about them. Some people also decide to wear merchandise that indicates that they have a preferred set of pronouns, and so even some cisgender people also go about wearing pronoun merchandise. And cisgender is a term which means that you just identify with your assigned gender at birth. Not everyone. This can be an issue for some people, however, because not everybody goes by one set of pronouns. Like some people go by she, they, or he, it, and not everyone can also afford merchandise. So all you really have to do is just ask a person their pronouns, because it's not that hard. Everybody has them, everybody uses them, you use them every day. There was an example, there was a tweet, it said, there are no pronouns in the Constitution. The first word of the Constitution is we, that is a pronoun. So yeah, asking somebody's pronouns does not make you gay, because everybody has them. The worst thing a person can say when you ask their pronouns is that they're uncomfortable sharing. In that case, you would just say they or them. If you don't know how to use a person's pronouns like it or v, you would just simply replace them with if somebody went by she, her, instead of saying she went to the store, you would say they went to the store or z went to the store. If you accidentally use somebody's pronouns, use the wrong person's pronouns, do not simply gloss over the fact that you did it, because they'll notice and it'll make them feel bad. However, do not make a huge deal out of it because blowing up will make them feel guilty, and all you really need to do is simply apologize and replace the pronoun you used and be done. What you can do, well, I was originally going to give out stickers with pronouns on them, but I forgot to bring them up with me, so that's my bad. However, all you really need to do is just look to the person to your left and look to the person to your right and ask them what their pronouns are. And that's it.
That we're doing.
No, it's okay. Thank you.